Welcome back to yet another game console repair channel. My name is Marvin. I'm still your host. Here we have an Xbox Series S that I bought from good old eBay with motherboard damage. Turns out it's an HDMI port repair failure. We have broken traces here that I've already repaired. I've done the trace repair, didn't record that, but I will show you the HDMI replacement onto the new traces. Hopefully we get it to work. We'll see. Let's take it under the microscope for a better look. So this is just about every pad that needs to be replaced here. I've already masked it, as you can see. Here's some UV mask. The ground holes did not exist anymore. I've actually ground this down. This is copper here. Hopefully this will hold. I don't know. I've never done this part before. But here's the trace. Here's the traces. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. These ones go all the way to the bottom. Or not to the bottom, but you see how far these ones extend. I like to use wire, and here I've used enamel wire here, opposed to those little pad strips, because this wire is easier to move around, especially when there's little bends and whatnot. The pad strips are nice as well, but I find the pad strips work better when the run is just a nice straight run and not have to bend it. But they can work in a pinch. But wire is great. It's easy to manipulate, easy to solder, in my opinion. And you see I've got all these in place. So here's my USB port, brand new. I'm not going to tin it or anything. I'm just going to put it on. And we'll solder each one of these one by one. So there it is. I'm going to give myself a little bit extra light here from the ring light. Probably good enough. Just like that. Let's get that port put on there. Just like that. Seems to fit well. And I'm just going to take my time and do each one of these one by one. Because why not? No, I'm just kidding. Because normally what I would do is heat this up from the back side and float this into place. But because we've got, let me change my tip real quick. Because we've got so many wires in there, I'm just not going to do that. What I am going to do is, I've got my soldering iron here. Oops, let me turn my fume extractor. Sorry if it's too loud. Fume extractor on. Bring it in a little closer so I'm not inhaling all the smoke. You like to inhale that smoke, you do you. I don't recommend it though. Just like that. Okay. Let's get busy. Oops. Of course, that would happen. What do we got here? A little bit. Just like that. Add a little bit of solder there. Right across all those pins. Just like that. Just like that. Now the pins themselves and the wires I've already tinned, so I'm not worried there. My dogs are barking in the background for some reason. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna let them back in. Just like that. Nothing to it. Might need to put some more flux on here. Flux goes a long ways. Yeah. Bridge right there, easy to fix. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to check for bridges one more time here. In continuity mode again. The mode that beeps when there's a continuous path, or when it's actually when there's under a certain amount of resistance. But at any rate, let's see here. There is still a bridge here. Is there a bridge here still? Nope. Is it here? No. Okay, this one's good. This one's good. This one is not. So I'm gonna have to figure out. Actually, let me look here. No bridge here. The bridge is here. Okay. I'm gonna get in there and see where it's at. It could be the wire's just up, way up in there. But I think we're good everywhere else. Right there. Nice hot knife blade around top of that, or knife tip is still there. Come on, get out of there. That guy is really pesky, isn't he? What I think is happening here is that wire that I put in there is a little bit too long. And it is way back in there, touching the other side. There we go. That can't be bridged now. What do you think? That can't be bridged now. Okay, moment of truth. We still have a bridge here. We still have a bridge. Ah! Okay. These two are in love and do not want to be separated. They're gonna make me break their hearts. We're gonna go ultra. I think that did it. Let's go right here. Yeah, that's I think that did it. Okay. I think that's it. I'm gonna try it again. I guess we'll find out. Won't we? Multimeter in beat mode. And Good here. I'm afraid to touch it. Yay! Oops. Scoot over. That's gone. No bridge. No bridge. No more bridges. Okay. I think we're good to go. Alright, I'm going to add some flux to these, and I'm just going to hope that this works, honestly, because I had to scrape, I used my grinder to grind away some of that, some of the not the substrate, but some of the mask there, so that way I could get a little bit of copper. And this is me just experimenting because I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we'll find out. I think it will. I think I'll be okay. I will find out right now, as a matter of fact. Changing my tip. Gonna go ahead and get in here, warm this up a little bit, and just dump a bunch of solder in here and see what happens. Right around this edge right here. Just like that. Let's do this side over here. Just like that. Okay, so over here. Some in there. Kind of feel like solar's just flowing through. This might not be working. As a matter of fact, this looks really bad. Let's put some more flux on there. See if we can get the solar to go where we want it to go. Okay, I'm gonna flip this over and see what it looks like here. Where is the solar at? Let's get some flux on here, like that. Pull some solder here. Let's dump a bunch of flux or a bunch of solder in there. Same here. We'll see if that holds. I don't know. I don't know. I actually want. Add some flux. Add some heat. And add some solder. Here too. Just like that. Okay, well then, did that work? I don't know. I hope so. Doesn't look the best. Does not look the best. Let's flip it over, take a peek at the other side. Whoa. Okay. That's not looking the greatest either. That looks terrible, as a matter of fact. But I'm going to go with it. I'm going to add more solder on there. Not happy with it, but I'm gonna have to be good with it because it's a mess and it's not gonna get any better, I don't think. So 480 in a cotton bud or cotton Q-tip. Clean up some of this flux. So what I've done here is I finished soldering the legs on, and it did not go as well as I would like to have gone. You can see from the back, that's terrible. And the main reason here is there's nothing for solder to hold around here. This has all been scraped off, broken off, all that copper is gone. It's all gone here. I had a tough time with solder going anywhere. So I just shoved it in, poured as much in there as I could, and turning to this side, I'm gonna put a little bit more on here on these legs, just to make sure these are anchored down well enough, and I won't have to worry about it. Otherwise, I'll be worried about it. All right. Oh, let me turn my fan back on. And let's do this. Okay. So right here in the front. Just like that. That is a lot of solder on these legs, but I'm gonna go with it. All right, that's that. I'm gonna turn the fan back off because I don't think I'm gonna be needing it anymore. I'm gonna clean this up. Again, 180 degrees, And you can see that flux just kind of melting and really liquidy, which is good. So I want to soak that up with this Q-tip as much as possible. Solar's not going to melt with this temperature, so kind of a nice temp to work with. Soaking that up as much as I can. Just like that. All right. Now I'm going to take a little patch, lint-free patch, put that on there like this, add a little bit of IPA, and just kind of soak up the rest of that flux that's just sitting around there. There isn't much there, but this will pick up the rest of what is there and leave us with a nice, clean, professional looking job, without needing to put this in the ultrasonic cleaner. All right, what's that? Not too bad, right? All right, my next step here, I'm going to verify these pins are all continuous with the corresponding pin here on a retimer chip here. And I'll do that with my needle probes on my multimeter. Let's see what we got here. Here's our pin number 1 here. And it corresponds with this pin here. Perfect. Pin 2 is ground. I can check that up here. Good. Pin 3 corresponds with this one here. Good. Pin 4 is the next one here. There. Pin 5 is ground. Pin 6 is right here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Should be right here. Let me get that in there. Pin 6. Right there. Yep. Pin 7 is right here. This is ground. This is not ground. This is right on the other side, as is this one here. All right. So, one last check. I'm going to zoom way in there. Take a look. Make sure we're still all good here. All right, let me check these pins one time. I'm zoomed in, really in close here. I'm gonna check these pins just to make sure we're okay before I seal this thing back up. I don't want to seal it up, then need to take it apart again. And these all look pretty good. I'm a little worried about this one here, but I checked it. Maybe I'll put some solder mask in there. Nah, we're good. We should be good there. Yeah. Are we good? I suppose I probably can, yeah, we're good. All right, that's good. Good there, good there, good there, good there, good there, good there. Here, I'm not so sure. It's supposed to connect to here. That pin could be underneath there, but actually it kind of looks like it's broken off. I think I'll resolder that. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and resolder that. I'd rather be safe than sorry here. Yeah, that'll work. Let's get some flux on there. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to remove this. before I do that, I'm gonna just grind that out a little bit more, just to make sure I have enough to solder to. I'm sure I do, but why not just make sure? Okay. Right there. Let's clean that out a little bit with a cotton bud. A cotton bud, no, a Q-tip. They're Q-tips, guys. A little bit IPA. Q-tip. Just like that. I'm going to put one of my little patches in there. These guys. Just like that. And just hit that with the brush real quick. Just want to make sure it's clean. So my light's not reflecting off of that alcohol as much. Yeah, just like that. That'll work. Now I'm going to add some flux. Just like that. Right in that corner. Okay. I'm actually going to change my tip here to something a little more pointy. This is my bent conical. I think it's 0.03 millimeters, if I'm not mistaken. Let's put a little bit, it's a JVC tip. Let's put a little bit of solder on here. Just like that. And I'm going to add a little bit in here. Perfect, just like that. Fill that hole up right there. I'm confident I already have enough on the pin. So let's grab my wire. This is enameled wire, but I've already scraped off the end of it, the end of the enamel, while I was working with this, doing this repair, trace repair. All right, I'm gonna stick this here, just like this, just right there, nice and easy. There we go. Whoops. Just like that, and right there. Just like that. Let's break that off. Boom, done. All right, that's it. Happier with that. Just a little wire from here to there to make sure. And it's there, yeah. All right. That's good, that's good, that's good. Good, 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 good. All right. Let's put this back together and see if it works. Okay. I'm gonna get that fuzz on off there because it's bothering me. All right, that's good enough. I can move that. All right. Let's look at the port there. Yeah, still looks good. Looks nice, right? Don't see anything in there. Flux. Maybe I should clean that off. That's it. All right, let's put it back together and see how we did. All right, back over here at my desk. One thing I noticed when I opened this thing up is there isn't any of that blue thermal pad material on any of these RAM chips here. I think there's some that goes on the back here and some on this SSD. I think there's some that goes across here, maybe across all of these, I don't know, but I can see traces of it here and here, so maybe I'll put a little bit there if I have enough. And I think that's it. Maybe. At any rate, I don't have a whole lot of it. I've got some thermal right here, 1 millimeter thick. The stuff here. I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to be very precise because I don't have a whole lot. So I'm just going to go right across the top of these, and put it back together, and hopefully my handiwork. Hopefully it does well. We'll see. I don't know. Here we go. Okay, so that just happened. Let's clean this up a little bit. And put it back together. I'm gonna go with that. Next, thermal paste. Just like that. And I've already cleaned this off. Check the clean between the fins. Seems okay. Okay, let's go ahead and double check. You know what? Before I put this on, I know we're going to be hitting here, here. Why is this so long? Are we looking to cool this side, these here as well? Nah, why would we do that? Alright, going with it, here we go. And she's on. Bracket. Pop on. Okay, turn this around. A little tough there. Come on. Okay, she wants to be a little difficult. No big deal. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look at that. Can't really see how we're hitting on those pads from here, but feels good. Feels good. I'm going with it. All right. In the case she goes. Yes, just like this. Okay. And it's in. All right, I got it back together enough to test. I've got the HDMI cable plugged in, and as well as power, HDMI and power are plugged in. It's back together enough to test. Don't have a lid on it yet, but that's okay. I want to see if the fan is going to spin. Let's power it on and see what happens. All right, fan is spinning. It's a good sign. White light staying on. It's a good sign. I gotta see something popping up here. All right. All right. There we go. We are back. Looks like it is back up and running. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it back to default. Put the lid back on. Make sure my controller connects to it, and it's going back to eBay. All right, good repair. Fix another one. That was a 13 pin, or actually like 17 pin HDMI trace repair. A little tricky because all four of the legs on the HDMI port were all ripped off the actual motherboard. So hopefully that I think I have enough solder on there to secure that port enough to where it's not going to come loose. It felt nice and tight when I put the HDMI cable in, and but I'm gonna go with it. I'll test it a little bit. I'll yank on the port a few times, and I'm going to get my controller connected up to it and play a little bit, make sure it doesn't overheat. So I did change the thermal pads on it, but I think it's good to go. We'll see. I've got a couple PS5s to work on. I've got an Xbox and I think I have, we'll see, I don't know. Anyway, peace.